Hey, good morning. Ooh, better, worse, glasses. Good morning. It was the screen is like all dark. I don't know why. I got lighting. I feel dark. I don't know. Getting all. Anyway, it's Monday, and it is 5:53 a.m. And this is Greg. I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. And I hope you're awake this morning because I'm not awake yet. I'm getting there. I was up too late, hanging out with the neighbors. Social distancing, though. More social distancing. And talking to a local homeless guy who walked by that I know. He calls me uncle. And just seeing how he was doing and everything like that. We had a little talk. Coaching my local homeless guy. And just having him tell me what he wanted to do and support what he wanted to do. So it was fun. I wish him the best, though. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here about talking about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way so that you can get stuff done and not be in the office all day and do the fun things you want to do. Or if you like to do the fun things, exploring what your profession is, you go for that too, right? Give you more exploration and stretching of the mind capability and things like that. And have some fun. Well, yesterday, got my hair cut. I got to put a video up today, I think, just for fun. Um, we'll do a trust episode tomorrow. I'll tell you about it. I feel like I just joined the military, man. My hair is so tight. That's what happens when you let your wife with the razor. She's like, I'm going to do this. It's like, okay, we'll talk about it tomorrow. I'll add that to the list. So today, two topics I had. Talk about sprint goals and measuring stuff. And this is episode 287 of our shows. Um, you know, I think, let me see. I want to write that I disagree with the question that's written in all the Scrum guide. I disagree in a way, and I'm going to tell you why. And we talked about this a little bit before. The three questions in Daily Scrum, and they always talk about, you know, the impression of a sprint goal. You know, the sprint get stuff done. Um, why are you doing Daily Scrum? You can do what did I do to accomplish sprint goal? What am I planning to do to accomplish sprint goal? And any impediments from preventing me from accomplishing sprint goal? Or have I said it? What have I done yesterday? What am I going to do today? And what is my plan for tomorrow? There was a comment in the pocket guide, and there's all little things in here. I took some bits and pieces, and we'll use them. And I still got to figure out what my next book is that I want to read. I thought I had it, and I can find it. I'll share with you tomorrow which one I'm reading for the next one I'm going to read. But there was a comment on page 71. And other things I wrote pages down too. I can reference it. But one of the references that he said, which would be good if I had a mic and you can actually hear me. So I got to move the mic. Tell you I'm not awake yet, and it's working on it. Because I heard a car go off next to me, and I could hear the muffler go off. I'm like, oh, where's my mic? It's on the ground. Hopefully you heard the beginning. So in the sprint goal, you got those three questions, right? And what do we do in the goal? One of the things I notice a lot in groups that have a lot of things going on, it's not just one product. There's a lot of people asking for stuff. And the Daily Scrum. And he mentioned in the pocket guide about getting out of sync. And I said, you're so right. Part of the Daily Scrum is to make sure your team's not getting out of sync, not just what they worked on the sprint goal. During Daily Scrum, your team wants to hear what things they're doing, maybe things they're not supposed to be doing, maybe things like,
oh yeah, I'm working on XYZ. I said, and everybody on the team says, well, that's not part of the sprint. That wasn't part of our goal this sprint. Why are you working on that? Oh, because I got my stuff done. There's other things that we need help on that you could do, you know. So these are the kind of things that also get asked, and why you ask more than just a sprint goal. You want to know what all the things are doing. So I get a little difference on that, because you as a team want to know, and as a scrum master want to know if people are out of sync with the sprint goal. So you kind of want to expand it more than just the sprint goal. You want to have more than what the sprint goal is. You want to make sure someone's not coming down and offering donuts to your teammates to say, hey, can you make this little change for me? Can you do this, and bribing them, and you at least, the world would be nice at least if they would try to bribe you, but right now they try to force you to go do something and kind of quasi threaten you to get stuff done. But so, and I've heard it before, and sometimes it's really good. I'm like, oh, they found it. They found the thing. And I could see teammates saying, hey, what is that you're doing? Or is that in our backlog? I don't think it's in our backlog. And these are the kind of questions you want to get your team to start asking. It's the same questions Scrum Masters do to teach, to demonstrate to the team some of the questions that might come up. So again, Daily Scrum, it's more than just the 3 questions about sprint goal. It's also about making sure that the team's still in sync with what they're working on for a sprint goal, and people didn't come in and add extra stuff in there, but you didn't think. So this is another way of thinking about the Daily Scrum. It's more than just the 3 questions. Okay, so that's what we talk about sprint goal, and that's the one thing I disagree with the Scrum guide on just sticking to sprint goals. I want to know what you're doing and what you get done, because I want to make sure what you're thinking about doing or have done are still in line with the sprint goal. Got it? It's in there, and it's why you want to expand your questions, because so many people do stuff and it doesn't get written down, doesn't get credit, or it just causes other things to stop. It's like, why is it taking 3 days? Oh, because I was working on this other thing over here. Why were you working? Well, Joe came down and asked me to do that, so I was doing that. It's like, that stuff's not our sprint goal. No wonder why we're behind. We're not meeting our commitments. So that's something to think about for sprint goal, and the 3 questions to our daily scrum, and why you might want to expand just besides sprint goal. All right, last thing I'm going to talk about today, measuring. And I'm on a measuring kick because it's just interesting. I was going to bring it up over the weekend, but anyway, I just saved it for today. And I got my little whiteboard, the little whiteboard. And so we talked about measuring things, and talked about working out and exercising, and why you want to look at more than one thing during the process. And I was doing this is now you're all going to pick on me because I'm out of shape. So I do on the bike, right? I do 30 minutes. At least it's more than I was doing before. So I do 30 minutes on the bike. And it's about 5 miles. And the gearing was about 1 to 5. And that's my gearing, right? So I do this exercise. So it gets a good workout, and I vary at different levels. And I'm not going to talk about that now, but I do go from the inclines and make it harder and everything like that. Well, on Saturday, I got 30 minutes in, right? So, hey, this is great. This one equals that one. So this is normal. I think this was Saturday, right? So I did 30 minutes. That's great. Hey, my one measurement. Hey, I'm still doing the same amount of work I was doing before. Does it sound like anything when people equate points to hours? So this is like points equals hours. Hey, my points are stable because I did 40 points, because I do a point per hour. Woo. No one does that. But this is say I did 40 hours in a week. I work 40 hours. I get 40 points. It never changed. It's always the same. But did you do anything? No, but I worked. So I did this. But you know what I found out when I did this? I only did 3.5 miles. Right? I'm like, wow, I did 30 minutes. I didn't do 3.5 miles because my RPM was smaller. So my RPM was smaller. But hey, I did 30 minutes. I got the same amount of workout, didn't I? It's awesome. I'm meeting my velocity. However, I didn't get a quality workout. It wasn't very tough. It wasn't exploratory. I wasn't burning muscle in my legs, right? Oh, guess what? By the way, my gearing was 1-to-1. It was my gearing. So it's real easy. So yeah, my points per hour were the same. However, from a difficulty, from a distance traveled, how much value I got out of that. Maybe you can use value. Maybe this is value. It doesn't equal that, right? So my 5 miles did not equal 3.5 miles. However, I got the same 30-minute workout in. Was it the same though? No. And my gearing, I usually do 1-to-5, which makes you work harder. And it's probably why I got the longer distance, because I got a higher gearing ratio on my bike. And on Saturday, I only did 1-to-1. So it was a real easy, light pedal. So I can get as much exercise during that 30 minutes. So you got less exercise. And I know my RPMs were down. So my average RPM was down. So this is where you get this, oh, we're going to equate points to hours. 30 minutes equals 30 minutes. Again, it's a time card sheet. Doesn't mean you got any more value at it. But when I add these other metrics into the process, I got a longer distance, more value. And I did a higher gearing, was tougher, right? So it was tougher, but I got more in, right? So maybe stretching the goals. But I did the same 30 minutes. When you do that points to hours, you're giving yourself credit for something that really wasn't hard to do, and it really wasn't as valuable as a customer. But again, and one last thing is, like, it's why you do more than one measurement. Don't stick with one, because one doesn't really tell you the story. You need all three. And says, yeah, you got the same 30 minutes in. So you got 30 minutes in, but it wasn't as much valuable to the customer, and you didn't stretch your legs and do something like that. So just think about that. Yeah, make sure you get your value out of your measurements. And with that, I think we're good. I think we're done for the day. I know I got the microphone on. We'll see how the beginning of the show works. Is they got a microphone, because the microphone was sitting down on the couch, or we'll see. Anyway, it's Monday. Yay! Well, you all have fun. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. I'll have to turn up the gain when I pull it down. And ring the little bell so you get notification on new stuff coming along. And I will pop up later today the video of my wife having a very fun afternoon shaving my head. I gotta love this coronavirus. It's all governor's fault. Anyway, you have fun, enjoy your day, and happy scrumming. Bye.